Much like the surprisingly short runtime of this movie, I don't have a lot to say about Predator Badlands, but I know one thing. I love that we're getting good Predator movies now. Hello Flickering Myth family and welcome to our channel. My name is EJ Marino and we have a brand new review for the film Predator Badlands. Yes, a new Predator from director Dan Trachtenberg, his third in like a year and a half. Like, my goodness, my dude is just pumping out these Predator movies, but pumping out does not mean assembly line manufactured films. This movie is so unique, so fun for the Predator franchise. I'm so excited to get into the movie Predator Badlands. Look, I never thought going full Star Wars would be the route that Predator needed to take, but this action comedy tone, putting a Predator with his robot companion on a lone planet fighting monsters, easy, simple movie to fall in love with. Wow, great job to Predator Badlands. Do I think it's a perfect film? I think the CGI is ugly. I think it is visually a little murky sometimes. Sometimes those night scenes I'm like, what am I doing? Well, I can't see. But overall, my goodness, what a striking film. I loved the tone and the styling of this movie, where I found myself not laughing at every joke. I still appreciated that they were there. It kept it fresh. This feels like unlike any other Predator movie. Again, it's that action comedy tone. We've seen the straight up action badass movie in the 80s with the first one. We've seen the kind of cop, very 90s movie that was Predator 2. We went through AVP Requiem. We've seen the Predator Robert Rodriguez movie, which I quite like as well, and we all saw that bad Shane Black one. But wow, this one just feels so different. I just named off a bunch of different Predator movies, and somehow Badlands is able to find its own place, find itself in the pantheon of this franchise, and stand out on its own as a fun, different version of like Predator that still seems very respectful to what we know of this franchise. I will never pretend to be like the Yautja expert, which is the alien race of the Predator people. I'm not an expert on this or the franchise, but I will say I like these movies. I usually enjoy a Predator experience. So that's why Badlands I was hesitant on, because I'm like, we're putting him with this robot companion. I kind of saw the Predator Human Alliance and AVP. What can we do here? But to see this synthetic, to see this Predator kind of who's on his own, and this is very clan-driven, a very respect-driven, like, group of aliens, to see him have to be put out on his own because he's the runt, he's the one who should not exist, who should not be on this epic mission, I appreciate that. So when he's building his own kind of found family with his little gang of weirdos, I start going, yeah, I like this. You make your own clan, and that was such a good message to walk out of. And I don't think this is a message-heavy movie. It's not, I know people saw a girl in this movie and was like, woke Predator. No, I would not say that, but I will say this movie had something to say, and I do appreciate that. And I think that was what kept it interesting, to see Deck, our Predator, our main Predator, have to go out to this planet after what happened to him and go and find his own self and do this big mission and go, you know what? Maybe I set myself up for that goal. My goal's over there. That's the bigger target. It's all refreshing, it's all fun, it's all different. Predator should not feel like Star Wars. That's such a weird idea, but putting it on this planet, giving it that tone of a Star Wars movie, that's where I keep comparing it tonally. It's space, epic, fantasy, fun, but there is just a fun, like I said, a fun key factor to this, where the dialogue is snappy, where the action has to be fun and in your face, with great action set pieces throughout. We need multiple. We just don't need us building up to a big final battle. I want some fights throughout. Yautja are crazy. What do you mean he can, like, make weapons in the woods? Like, I want to see that happening, and the movie delivers on that. Every time you're like, I could be getting a little bored here. Oh, action scene. Cool. Oh, a new alien. Ooh, what's this? What's this part of this land? What's this world building? They spent time on this movie, as quick as it is. It's like an hour and 40-something minutes. But they use that time wisely. There's not a wasted moment here. Even if it's a moment where a character and another character are, like, sitting by a fire having a conversation, you get the point of it. You're getting important moments. This movie wastes no time. Dan Trachtenberg might be the best Predator director we've ever seen. There isn't really much else to say about Predator Badlands other than I think this is a fun cinematic movie. I just said it in another review, I'm not a purist. You don't have to see every movie ever in a movie theater. I don't think that's exactly how my viewing experience has been myself, so I'm never going to push it on other people. But you know what? Seeing Predator Badlands in that Dolby Cinema, I might book my ticket for Dolby. I think it shook my seat. It made it feel like I was there. The screen was amazing. Not too big. Sometimes the IMAX screen, I'm like, it's too big. This movie just looked so perfectly in Dolby. So I know that this isn't sponsored by AMC. I'm not telling you, ooh, you have to go get your Dolby Cinema at, all your local AMC. I'm not saying that, but in the Dolby Cinema, it felt larger than life. It felt like I was there, and I love that this felt immersive. That goes with also the film, the world building, and all that I was able to, let myself go and fall into this universe. I love that it's there, but I will say the sound, the visuals, the whole consuming experience is so worthwhile. Dan Trachtenberg is a filmmaker who does great for, something like Prey, that was a streaming film, then to do an animated film, to go to a theatrical film, oh my God, we're watching this man be able to take this franchise through so many different avenues, so many different routes, and make it worthwhile. I thought truly, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, streaming movie. That's not an insult, but Badlands is definitely a movie I would see on a streaming platform. No. I am now telling you, this is a theatrical movie through and through. It is the epicness of a space adventure that we know from Star Wars, but it still has that brutality of Predator. Yes, I know that PG-13 rating is throwing some people off, but this movie has a high body count, to the point where I was like, halfway through, I'm like, this is PG, and then I'm like, oh, there's a lot of aliens and a lot of synthetics, so we're not really killing humans, so we're able to up the body count, which means this is one of the highest body counts I've ever seen in a Predator movie. That should be alone enough to sell you. There is so much badass brutality. There was a moment at the end during a good, big, epic fight scene where I'm like, that Predator just wiped up. Yes! Thank you, Mr. Deck. You are a badass killer. You earned your Deck of the Yautja clan title, because my goodness, you are a badass in a badass movie. Like I said in the beginning, I don't have much to say about this movie, and I'm trying a new thing here, maybe doing a bit shorter of reviews, because I'm a yapper. I can talk all day, every day about movies, but Predator Badlands, what else can I say other than go watch it? It's fun, it's easy, it's a Predator movie. It's a Predator movie through and through. Did I spend a lot more time reading subtitles of Yautja language? Yes, sure, that was something I did not expect, but all in all, it is a worthwhile viewing for people who love Predator movies, who are just hungry for a action big movie to see on the screen. I feel like we're missing the Fast and the Furious franchise. We haven't had a good superhero movie in quite a long time, so I think this movie really fills that hunger that a lot of us have been craving for spectacle on the screen. I know a lot of us, people are waiting for Wicked, or we're waiting for the new Avatar movie at the end of the year, but this movie is a great holdover to all of those come. This is a fun, big, explosive, dumb action movie that is exactly what we need nowadays. Not too dumb, don't take that as an insult, but just the ooh, I'm gonna turn my brain off and just watch good, compelling action, and it's there. It's in your face. It's all over the place. Yes, oh my goodness, that is my review for Predator Badlands. What do you guys think of my review? What do you think of this film itself? If you've seen it early, share your favorite moments down in the comments below. Subscribe to Flickering Myth for more videos like this, and give us a thumbs up because YouTube takes those way too seriously. Alright guys, let's talk about Predator Badlands right down below.